back, and we intend to talk with and about and to those people who do not spend Saturday nights watching Fantasy Island and Love Boat. There is no love on Saturday night when the wrestlers get together. There is a lot of other activity, but that is not one of them that goes on. With us today, 5 outstanding Portland wrestlers. I'll start on my immediate left and go around the circle here. Steve Regal, Playboy Buddy Rose, Mike Masters, Matt Borne, and in the audience you met at the top of the show, Stan Stasiak. Will be going to talk with him in just a moment. Gentlemen, this Saturday night, Steve and Buddy, you're facing off for a big one. Buddy, tell us about it.
It's for the Northwest Championship, and the belt's held up right now, and it's an anything-goes match, and I guess it's not going to be on television, so they're going to try to give us a whole hour time limit on the second tape, and the winner of that match will be the champion. Nobody's the champion right now.
You mean the belt's held up? Steve, is there one question?
There was a controversial finish to the match Buddy and I had a couple weeks ago, which I have talked to the promoters about, and they have seen fit to give me the kind of match I want Saturday night, so I'm assured of getting that belt back.
All right, Matt, what does no holds barred mean? It doesn't look like many holds are barred when you guys get together anyway.
Well, no holds barred in Steve's case Saturday night is going to mean that Steve is going to wrestle Buddy style. Now, Steve and Buddy style is completely different, but he's going to be wrestling Buddy style, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, so to speak.
All right, you're going to be taking on this fellow seated next to you, Mike Masters. Mike, how do you view what's going on here with the belt? Do you have a personal involvement in this?
Well, as far as I'm concerned, I think it's totally ridiculous. As I saw the match, Buddy won.
That's right.
I don't see why there's any controversy. Buddy won the match and should be the champion.
All right, we'll take a completely impartial observer over here. Rebecca?
Well, I was just wondering, I think it's Mr. Masters who interlocks his fingers behind his opponent so that the opponent can't get away. And then when the referee talks to you about that, you say that you can't get your fingers unlocked. Is that fair? Is that legal?
Well, see, I have a problem because I have a lot of strength in my hands. And when I lock that full Nelson around the back of the neck and push down, and the wrestler's pushing up with his head, the blood gets all congested in my fingers. My fingers swell, and I can't break the hole.
Oh, that is a problem.
Yes.
And you're serious about that, though. You really can't break the hole.
Well, let him put it on you, and you'll see.
Oh, that's okay. I'm sitting here next to Stan Stasiak. Stan the man, if I might add. You were once the world champion heavyweight wrestler.
That's right, 1973. I beat Pedro Morales in Philadelphia and lost the title about a month later in Madison Square Garden.
Okay, well, now, Stan, what do you think of your teammates or opponents?
Well, I have a lot of respect for any professional wrestler that walks in the ring and wrestles me or wrestles anybody. We're all athletes. We're all in a very strenuous, competitive sport. The only way to get ahead is to win, and win any way you know how.
Now, one of the ways that you know how is by wrapping your hand. I don't know what do you wrap it with?
Tape.
It's tape, okay. And the point of that is what?
Well, it enforces my wrist. I used to play hockey, and I injured my wrist at one time, and by taping my hand, it kind of softens the impact when I throw a punch. Just like a boxer, boxers tape their hands so they protect their hand from breaking.
It softens the impact to your hand, but what does it do to the opponent? I've heard that people can get hurt that way.
That's his problem. I've been hurt too.
Okay. What, you were hurt?
I've been hurt many times, yes. I've had my nose broken 7 different occasions. I've had my ankle broken.
You should stay out of those locations.
I've broken ribs and many injuries. I've had a couple of, I had a very, almost died in New York about 3 years ago from a bad rupture. Andre the Giant jumped on my stomach, and I was taken in emergency to the hospital and almost died. I was critical for about 24 hours.
You've experienced extreme longevity in this business despite that. 20-some years?
23 years. I started in 1958.
That's a long time.
All right, I have a question about the belt itself. What does that mean in terms of your promotability, people showing up to see you wrestle challengers? Steve?
Well, the only thing I can say about that is, like Stan said, to make money you have to win. And a championship belt is #1, so you're the #1 top dog. When you've got that belt, you're going to make the most money. And that's what we're all in this sport for, is to make money.
Obviously, someone had the belt before now. Who did, even though it's on?
Jay Youngblood. Jay Youngblood had it. And then I beat him in a loser league, the Northwest, and they did not put the title on the line, and I thought I should have had the title, but they kept it up in escrow. And then they had a tournament in Seattle, which I was never in because I didn't get back from Hawaii in time, and Regal won the title up there.
As if he would have won it, right? As if he would have won it. Sure.
Because if I would have been there, I would have had it, you know?
Okay,
Yeah, sure.
Rebecca has someone in the audience now.
Kirk, I'm talking to Rick Fitzy, and you are a adamant Portland wrestling fan.
Yes, I am. I have a question for Buddy Rose. The question is, how much of the personality that you show in the ring is your actual personality outside of the ring?
I live pretty much, I live a good life. I mean, when I go on TV and I tell you that I live a good life, I go to Las Vegas quite a bit on my days off, and I spend a lot of money. I live good. I eat steaks all the time. You know, I like to eat in the best of restaurants. And I
think the man's asking you, though, if the opinion people have of you on TV is the same as your personal friends. And if I can answer that question for him, I would say yes.
Time for a quick one.
Okay, Marcia, what's your question?
I just wanted to know how long a wrestler can usually wrestle. How old are they when they usually quit?
Okay, now Stan went for 20-some years. Is that normal? What's the
I
par?
would say that's unusual.
Do I look abnormal?
Oh no, you look perfectly normal to me, Stan.
We're going to have to take a break right now and invite you folks at home to give us a call if you have questions of the wrestlers. 243-6700 in Portland, down in Salem toll-free 370-8084, and in Vancouver toll-free 695-0331. We'll be back.